check, check. 1, 2 for the mind state. That's Cortez and Emery Law. Welcome to the show. Y'all tuned in now. Hit record, time to make it real. This that one show, mentally ill. We don't hide, we just chill. We say the kind of things that you feel. Raw talk from the couch to the curb. Every dark thought from the city to the burbs. From panics on Belle Isle, we even picking up calls. We unpack it all, no mask, no filter at all. Dare say, how you been? Low say, man, where I begin. From meds on the sink, to nights you overthink. We drag it to the light, let it blink.
This is mentally ill. Say it out loud till it pop like the steel. We ain't running from the pain, we real. Every scar that you hide, we reveal. This is mentally ill. Talk that truth, let the shame stand still. If your mind feel heavy, just chill. Press play, pull up a chair, we heal.
We talk therapy, thirst traps, breakups, rent. Family that judge how your time gets spent. Label crazy since you was a teen. Now you finally learn what that label mean. We laugh hard, then we low-key cry. Dead air when you search for a why. Trigger in a smell, story that you tell about that one night that still feel like hell. The same night.
Welcome to another episode of Mentally Ill. I am Dez Cortez, and of course, as always, to my right, my dog, Emery Law. What it do, my baby?
Good, bro. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm real good, man. How was your week?
Productive. I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah.
Productive. Yeah. Very productive. I'm tired.
You tired?
That's a good tired though.
Oh, okay. Good. So you've been banging them out, and of course, always we got the ghost in the darkness over there, whispering and doing all other type of crazy-ish. But hey, man, we got a great show today. And this show is, people have been asking about this show because we did part 1 of it. And they've been like, so where's part 2? But we had a few other people that came on the show, a few other things that went a certain way, so we wasn't able to jump right into it.
Yeah.
But we can now. So let's start from where we was the other week. We were talking about what is consciousness, right? So we got to the point where we were asking, what are some signs that you are becoming conscious? What do you feel? Like what do you feel changes? Like, if you see a person and they say that they are becoming conscious, what are you thinking that they're doing or going through, or what's happening with them?
My first thought is the ability to feel everything. So everything around you, different energies, when it shifts around certain people, certain things, certain environments, certain thoughts, and being like very alert. I'll just say that.
Very alert.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing that I kind of noticed when I was, growing, and I'm growing now, but I started to pay attention to numbers a lot. And I didn't really before. But now every time I'm looking at numbers, I'm looking at numbers everywhere. It's like they grabbing me. It's like they giving me some type of language. You know what I mean? Like, and I wasn't right. I wasn't even thinking about that before. Like, I wasn't looking at no numbers before. You know what I mean? Like,
that's how you knew.
Yeah, because just things that I did that I normally didn't, like, just stop. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't never looking at no number to see what it was about. And I don't even necessarily know what the number's about. I just know that I want to see them.
Right.
I really feel like they're saying something to me. And that's a big difference. But everybody says that the language of the universe is numbers.
Numerology.
Yeah. Numbers are universal.
I know, and it's crazy. Like, I see your tattoo, the 777. I just noticed Candy Coated. Candace, the makeup artist.
Yeah.
She has 222 on her neck. And it's her daughter was born at that time.
Okay.
But the first thing, I just happened to notice it where I'm like, what made you get that? So she explained the backstory of it, but also I was like, I need to look up what triple twos mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, that's where it starts.
Yeah.
That's where it starts. You know what I mean? You go in and you start looking at what these numbers mean.
Yeah.
And then when you start get the synchronicities of everything and numbers start popping up in places where you was like, oh, dang, you know what I mean? Like really, really mean something. Or you like, okay, if this number pop up, I'm seeing things that I really want to see. And then you start paying attention and that number will pop up in times, you know, that you need it. And they say that your guides can talk to you best that way, through numbers. Like they don't talk to you, well, maybe some, but they don't necessarily talk to you like, hey man, you know, go over there and do this and that.
Yeah.
Talk to you in numbers and feelings and different things like that. So if you start to get a sense of numbers and different, then you kind of understand that you're becoming way more conscious. One thing I noticed too about people who becoming conscious, they're more unapologetic. Way more
Very
like
much so.
way more unapologetic. The feelings that you used to think about of other people, like you just don't have that no more
Because you're not consumed with what other people think.
at all.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you know what part of the game that is, and it plays a way backdrop, way far away. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even right there anymore to where you like, man, if I do this, what they gonna say? If I do this, what they gonna say?
Approval.
If they
Not
see me
seeking
doing this, what they, you know what I mean? Like, I know pastors who have ostracized their kids, and not just pastors, I'm sorry, men, period. But in my thing, it was the pastors who've ostracized their sons so much for maybe having a certain feeling or not, and they took that and they let that like destroy them.
Yeah.
Because their fathers didn't understand.
too
Like they,
consumed by it.
like they really
Yeah.
was consumed because they daddy didn't understand what they was going through. When you conscious, bro, you don't care.
So let me ask you this. Like being conscious, we all have moments where like we second guess ourselves, you know, to
Right.
ourselves. It ain't
All day.
necessarily got to be verbalized publicly or anything like that.
Right.
In those moments, what do you do? What practices do you do to like remind yourself like, nah, I'm right.
That's the not necessarily I'm right, but
I'm going in the right direction.
it's the direction that I chose to go in, and I'm gonna get as much right as I can out of
Right.
it. So if it do go all left, if it is what, I'm gonna get all the right that I can out of it. Whatever decision it is, whatever I'm trying to do, whatever happens, I'm gonna get all the right, all the light out of it, learn the lessons, and keep it to moving. So you're not really living with any regret.
Right.
I mean, you can say, man, if I would have made that decision, I would have went this way and this would happen, but you're really not living that way. You saying, okay, well, let me get back on the track to where I maybe, if I wanted that, back on the track to where I can get it at. You know what I mean? Let me start working out so I can get another championship if I lost my last one. I lost some bread. Let me start doing what I need to do to get the bread up so I can get back to my money.
And past it.
And pass it, right? So you're not thinking about it like that. You're not thinking about, oh, I lost this, oh, I lost that. Woe is me. That's another thing too. When you become more conscious, that woe is me, it's just gone, bro.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah, because you don't focus on the pessimistic outlook of it.
Never.
You know, you're looking at the optimistic side of things where everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that was another one I was gonna say, when you start to view certain things in your life as a lesson
Yes.
and optimistic by it, where it's like, yeah, I'm glad I ain't get X, Y, and Z role or whatever it was, because that would have taken me away from my son or whatever it is. You know, like
Whatever it
looking at
is.
it from that aspect versus my life.
Tearing your hair. I can't get a role.
Right.
I can't do, you know what I mean? So, but not only does that change for you, the way people look at you change.
You notice that?
Yeah.
Do you notice when people are around you is more of, how do I put it? I feel like when you starting to become more conscious and elevating, people get around you and it's almost like they try and act accordingly,
Yeah.
so they don't look or feel stupid
Yeah.
around you.
Yeah. They do all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
And that's cool. And
Like they don't want to make a mistake around you.
Yeah, and I'm the person to make the mistakes around because I don't really even believe in them like that. You know what I mean? So that too is what's going on. And people come in and I hope they don't see my vibe. I hope they don't see my aura. I hope they don't do this. But that's cool. Like if you come in and you don't want them to see your aura or whatever that's going on, then you thinking the wrong shit. Then you on the wrong level. Like listen, when a person come in, if they ain't got nothing that they hiding behind themselves, they coming in chest big, they don't give a damn. Whatever their aura look like, that's what it look like. But with a person that's scary and got some shit that they hiding, they gonna come in tippy-toeing. They ain't gonna want to be in there, bro.
Let me ask you this. For me, certain environments, I just get silent and observe.
Oh, bro.
Like I just kind of chill. I'm not open like I would be around you and like Kamal and everybody. I just kind of lay in the cut and observe.
Yeah.
Cause I be feeling the energy.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
That too. You know what I mean? And you find an opportunity. You get to a place where you can start understanding your feelings.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I remember, bro. In my hood, if you would have been like, man, I'm going with my intuition, niggas would start laughing. Like, I got
intuitive.
You got intuition, bro. Like women got intuition, dog. You know what I mean? Like that's what it would have been because we just so ignorant, my dog. But just that's how dudes. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
That's how far away we are from understanding what we really have, dog. You know what I mean? Because if dudes really understand about intuition, it would keep them out of prison a lot more than they, you know what I mean? It would keep them out of trouble so much. But we so much
and away from ego.
But we worried about what somebody else gonna think about, and we just don't do it. We stop, and that's like the worst. That's like the worst shit in the world, bro.
Well, it's a humanly action to automatically be affected by what somebody says or thinks. I think that's a natural human thing. Like that's not calling somebody weak. That's not frowning upon it. That's natural, dog. But I think as you talking about consciousness, like you just reach a point where you may hear it, you may even think about it and be like, oh, good, brush it off, But I think the real ones, you're not just trying to block stuff. Because at the end of the day, the way I would look at something like that, if somebody said something that I didn't agree with or that was negative, I would kind of look at it, and think to myself, yeah, I wonder why they would even think that, But at the end of the day, it's like their thoughts don't control me.
Exactly.
So as far as like worrying about why somebody even said something like that's to me is
and bro, I really do.
Vibrational.
I really do feel like I'm playing the game, and I say I put that person right there to say that for a reason. Now,
almost like another test.
Exactly. Now, why did I have them say that?
You.
And I don't even put it on the person. Whatever, dog. You just a puppet, dog, for whatever need to be said to me. That's how I feel.
That's
you know what I mean, dog? You just a puppet. Well, because right now I'm thinking like, what did I do, or where am I at? What is this a reflection of in my mind?
Because we get tests throughout each day.
Oh my God.
All day. So it's like little stuff like that. You look at it and you like, oh, that was just to get me back on my square.
The little snide remarks. You know what I mean? One thing that I couldn't stand, bro, and like I used to be in business settings wanting to scrap, is when people just, what do they call it? When you go when you go at somebody. And but you not really like you said, like, oh yeah, I like that shirt, Lo. It's
passive aggressive.
Passive aggressive. I don't know why I couldn't think about that. Passive aggressive. That's one of my favorite words.
Yeah.
Like I can't stand that, bro. Like
because that's fake.
It's fake.
Yeah.
And it's one of my pet peeves.
Yeah.
But like now, I see it and I think it's the most hilarious thing ever, man.
I know.
Because I don't take it personal.
I hate that I do find humor in that.
Right, because I'm like, what's wrong with dude?
It ain't even that. It's like, that was too simple. You could have got at least a little deeper with the dark humor, because I already have dark humor stored in my brain already. So it's like, that's just from growing up, like you said, getting roasted about any and everything.
Yeah.
Like that just built, I got a thick skin when it comes to that. So it's like, we can go back and forth and I'm going to say something that's going to make you want to fight me,
See, that's what I mean too. Another, yeah, and that's why I
'Cause I'ma dig.
don't do that, bro. I don't
I'ma
do that
say
because I
something that's
already know
real.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
hurt you, bro. I don't even want. I'm
Yeah.
gonna let you do what it do because I already know. And that's something too in the inside that you can understand that I can be nasty. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I can be a terrible person
See,
if I
that's
wanted to.
That's consciousness.
That's understanding.
Knowing what you could do.
Yes, my light and my darkness, understanding that's what I could do, but it's not what I prefer. Mm-hmm. And that's how you got to be. And you also understand that you love yourself and all you need is yourself. One of my favorite quotes of mine is, bro, I don't want nobody I need. I don't want nobody I need, bro. I want to be able to get everything that I need. I want to be able to find a way to get everything I need. I don't want nobody I need.
Yeah,
Flat out. Because I can get it my damn self.
that's real.
So that's how I live it. So if you can't come and you want to give me something, I don't even want you, bro. I don't want you because I see what happens to people who just take things
Yeah.
because they want to look different.
Yeah,
Just take the money because they want to have a new car and look like they doing something. They just take the job because they want to. I got a good job,
yeah. Yeah.
and they do all this stuff, dog, and they just ruin their lives
That make me think about
for thoughts that don't even matter, though.
speaking on that makes me automatically think about just my life's journey as a whole anyway.
See?
As far as anytime I did take on a corporate job, it was almost like my subconscious would be like, why you
Bruh.
keep doing this?
Why,
You're
dog?
gonna be miserable.
You're gonna be miserable, man.
Every time though. And then every time I take one on, that's when I get a bunch of calls like, hey, you available these dates, that date, this
Every
date?
time.
And I'm sitting there like, it's almost like
But-
God is like, I told you you're gonna have to choose.
Hey, bro, you're going to have to choose one way or the other. And it's going to beat your dough down one way or the other. You're going to have to
easy.
choose.
Yeah.
And that's dope, too, that you even got a choice in your life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, I can go either one of these paths and do great in both of them.
I thought, trust me, that stuff crosses my mind daily where I'm
Yeah.
like, had I never slowed down on like the corporate side of things, I was like, I'll probably be a VP of sales by now.
For sure.
Yeah, like
All day.
running a top company in
All day.
technology software. But I also will be a person that was trapped
That
within
too.
themselves.
Man, when I got that zoo job, dog, that was my dream job. I always wanted to work with animals.
Yeah.
I love working with kids, and it was both of them together.
Yeah,
But when I got in there and I was in that cubicle, it did something to my mind,
like
bro.
you in a box. Yeah,
Yeah, like it really did something to my mind. And you got all these passive aggressive motherfuckers all around you,
because
bro.
they're not living their dream.
I couldn't do it. You don't know how many times I would just leave, man. They were like, where there's at? He in there with the rhinos somewhere hiding from y'all. You know what I mean? Because when I wasn't working with the animals, I couldn't stand working with the people,
Yeah.
being around the people.
Yeah,
But that's also because I was worried about what they thought about me.
yeah. Because you already know the funniest part about it is your biggest critics are the people that are afraid to do a fourth
Absolutely.
of what you do naturally.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So so I'm looking at that as, yeah, people like that are asleep simply because you mad because you played it safe. You didn't listen to your own intuition and move forward on certain goals that you had in mind. So it's like I peep that daily now. But what's starting to happen now these days is those same people and same type of people are like, bruh, don't quit.
Yeah.
Almost like don't come in here with us.
It's like that every time.
Stay out there.
It's like soon as you get over the hump, and that's what I'm learning now. Like I was thinking about these people and what they was thinking, and when I finally got over the hump to not care, it was like they didn't care either.
They were crying out to you.
So that's why I'm seeing what's like, bro, I'm really understanding what's going on with my life because it happens like that every time.
Yep.
I'm thinking something. As soon as I get over it now, they saying stuff that I never would imagine them saying. Doing things that I never would imagine them doing, bro. It's cause you got to get over the hump, dog.
That's why I love saying speed bumps.
Yeah.
Because once you get over the other side of it, you're like,
Damn.
Yeah, that wasn't as hard as I thought.
It wasn't as hard as I thought.
No,
It
But
never
the
is.
test,
That's the
it's almost
anxiety
your
shit, though.
Your endurance, like your conscious endurance, gets stronger and stronger daily.
Absolutely.
Simply off of, like I said, the small test. Somebody may
Absolutely.
say, "Man, you chasing that? You pipe dreaming? Cool. That was another mental test. It could be something like your car breakdown. That's another mental and emotional test. You
All
know,
day.
like, it's
All day.
I notice them daily, and that's what I'm starting to be more observant of. Is like different tests throughout the day.
I just bought that Jeep.
Oh, bruh. I don't
Just
think I
bought
was
it.
more affected by it than you were.
Oh no. I just bought that Jeep and I gotta put it back in the shop. Normally, bro, I would have
You'd have
went.
lost it.
I would have lost it. What I'm gonna do now? How I'm gonna get here? How I'm gonna get here? I got this to do, this to do, this to do. I just bought this.
That would have been that moment that you would have been like, hey,
God,
you would
why
have
are
hit
you
me and
here?
Kamal and Jay Bill of like, hey, bottle.
Bottle.
Yep.
Let's have a bottle and talk about this.
Yep.
Let's have a bottle and talk about how I ain't gonna do shit about it. But this right here.
Let me vent
Let me
real
vent.
quick. And
But
I ain't
bro,
got no
like-
solution. Yeah.
After it happened, I looked at that truck and I said, I just wasn't supposed to be driving it. Something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. I just wasn't supposed to be driving it, or I needed to slow down.
Exactly.
I needed to sit down and do something. And if I would have had that boy, I wouldn't have been able to sit down and do it. So my thoughts
Preaching.
are so different now.
Bro, would you know my Jeep sat for a year.
Yeah.
Once and just for the people listening, the day my truck got delivered to Detroit, March, I want to say it was March 12th, 2025. The day it got delivered, I was coming off a 20-hour shoot filming, so I was tired as hell. I was just excited my truck got here. I get in the truck just to go joyride a little bit because I was happy to have my truck here. And I dozed off at the wheel. I can't remember what I hit. I was still out of it when I even got out of the truck. And law enforcement came to the scene. I happened to have a warrant. So I went to jail. I went straight to jail from
Man,
that.
where they
but-
be getting these warrants from? They be making this shit up, bro.
But coming off of the warrant and spending, I think I was in there overnight or a couple hours, I can't remember. But getting out of jail and then seeing my truck as I had to have it towed home. And mind you, I was 2 blocks from the house.
Dang.
And that
That's
truck
how-
sat in the
the
garage
same thing
for
happened
a
to me, too.
year. Now, here's the other caveat to it where I could have been like, why, God, why? But it was a lesson in it. I was trying to be slick. And I let my insurance lapse because it was California insurance.
Right, okay.
I was like, when it get here, I'll start it back up because I wanted that whole month to be like, I don't want to pay that premium. Of course, I crashed my truck when I don't have coverage on it. So that was $9,000 that I had to come out of pocket for. So it was one of them lessons.
One of them lessons, bro.
Just do what you're supposed to do.
Do what you're supposed to
You
do.
won't have to deal with these little hurdles, But that truck sitting for a year before I could get it fixed, because again, $9,000 is a lot, especially when you in this profession. Like to have to just spare like that. But in those moments, I was like, God literally want me to sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm moving too fast.
Moving too fast.
Yeah.
And that's cool. And now that I understand that, it's a difference. You know what I mean? Like, I would feel like I was trapped in my own crib sometime when I ain't have a whip, bro.
Because you weren't listening.
I wasn't.
You would have felt at home and like in pure serenity had you let go of that ego. That's what
would
that
have
was.
been perfect. I can't wait to get up because I'm writing. I can't wait to get up because I'm doing this. I can't wait because I'm thinking differently. And that's how I am now. If I
Yeah.
can't get nowhere, boom, I'm picking up that pen, what I'm writing on now, what I'm fixing, what
And
I'm helping on.
And
Okay.
you also thinking about stuff. I think about stuff like this where I'm like, I ain't spend no money today.
0.
I'm glad I was at
Oh my God. What is that?
Yeah.
What are the chances? Like, I can't tell you the last day I ain't spend no money with all these kids. But I feel you though. I feel you, my baby.
I was looking at that aspect of it where it was like, you know what? Like, Michigan insurance is more, because it was more expensive than California. So I was looking at it from that aspect, like I'm saving a lot of money.
And that's crazy too. That is more expensive, and we just get the short end of the stick. But also too, that's why a lot of niggas in jail. But we ain't gonna even get over that though.
That's a
But
whole something.
That's a man. That's a whole. We just let's get back to these questions. 'Cause
Right.
we're talking. But all right. Ooh. Ooh. Why do your relationship change when you grow mentally? Why do your relationships change when you grow mentally? One thing, when you start to love yourself, you're going to act totally different than you did when you didn't know that you're different.
Facts.
So the person who loved you is going to feel something different. Because the things that I used to run to you for,
the ones that love you gonna notice.
the things that I wanted from you or that I used to run to you for, that I needed you to do, that I used to beg you to do, I don't even care no more. So now it's like, why don't you care no more? What's going on? You got somebody else? Why you not interacting with me the same way? Why you not arguing with me no more? You don't care?
I'll take it a step further. In those moments in the relationships, you notice who's really for you.
Mm-hmm.
So those that can deal with you in those down moments, maybe dark moments, where you don't seem like yourself, you notice who actually comes to you and is concerned and says, hey, everything good with you?
What's up? Yeah.
Versus the ones, like you just said, that get offended by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been on some
Oh,
real
you
weird
changed.
shit.
Who you been listening
Yeah,
to?
exactly.
You know what I mean?
They offended by it
But
because
see,
they know they ain't growing with you.
once you get conscious and love yourself a certain way, like, you don't need anything. So when you're with somebody who was there because they felt like you needed them, and then you just
And the
don't
ones you thought
that
would be
you
there.
needed, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, this is an entirely different person, because now this relationship is based on totally different things. Now I got some person with me that don't need me.
You know, and it's funny you say that, because some of the people that I thought were like the closest to me, once I endured certain dark moments and separation from people, it actually really it really hurt. Like, to actually see the people where it was just like, damn, you really weren't you a surface level friend. I don't know. I was the one that was over dedicating to the friendship.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, because when you look at like the scale, it's not about keeping tab, but you naturally look at who reciprocates.
Yeah.
I notice a lot of people just takers of your energy, call and dump on you.
Yeah.
When you need to vent,
Yeah.
is what this nigga going through now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or-
he overly emotional cancer, all that shit.
Or can't wait to hear it so they can go tell somebody else.
Exactly. That's why it's like that's why it hurt that much, because knowing how genuine I approach friendships. First of all, friendships are really important to me, so I'm very selective. I don't have. I'm cool with people. I'm cordial. I don't have a lot of friendships.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the aspect you said. Somebody get offended by it. It's almost like the old me would have been confused by that. Like, damn, what did I do? Maybe I was just
Yeah, I'm a little
closed
too
off.
this. Yeah.
Now it's like, get the fuck on. Here.
Okay, then what the hell?
Cool.
Okay, cool. But that's what it is, man. It's wanting and it's needing. And
That's
with
deep,
you,
bro.
and that's what I'm saying, is things change that you don't ever think about.
Like, you're so used to it.
Or like, I would never think, like, people are like, man, you're going to become more conscious. I'm like, okay, I'm thinking this, I'm thinking, oh, my dream's going to be this or this, this, or this. I'm not thinking like these little things in life change that really help the quality of your life as a whole. And like I said, the relationships, people start treating you differently when you show them that you don't need them.
No, that's crazy you said that, because and I'm sure you can attest to this too, like, the more transparent I got, the more, it's almost like the more people literally looked at themselves in the mirror and was like, this dude doesn't need me. He chooses to have me around.
Chooses.
You feel me? Like, that is a
Chooses.
completely different choice versus
Chooses,
needing
yes.
and choosing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's and that's what I always wanted for my daughter.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. I want her to pick somebody because that's who she like. Not because she need him for a certain no, bro.
Yeah.
And then you act accordingly also when you know that you're not need. You know what I mean? you act accordingly because you're going to take advantage of somebody who actually needs you. People do it all the time.
All day, every day.
Somebody needs you, dog. You're going to take advantage of them, bro.
All day.
You're going to get tired of them. All that.
Not myself per se, but I know people do that.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just how it is. But just understanding that also going into it, then, you know, I knew once I told people about the stuff that was happening to me that, you know, ain't no telling what was going to happen, bro. Like, and I still, like, people who, like, don't know about these things that happen to me, like, and they see me now and they ain't see me in a minute, like, they be looking at me like, this nigga done smoked the wrong weed. You know, they like oh, bro, like you done went over the hump, bro. Like, I understand with this and that, but I don't know, man. You a little like,
and it does feed that whole concept of God's strongest people always endure the most. Mm-hmm. That's because, and this is my definition of it. I simply think it's because we're the ones who can endure it, but also inspire others as we get over speed bumps.
Absolutely.
Because everybody's not built the same.
But that's also how they say the aspect of you choosing what your life is and choosing what you got to go through and those different things, it make perfect sense.
True.
Because if you choosing that and you getting over it, you're saying, I'm about to be an example for everybody else to see.
An example. Exactly.
Yeah.
Inspire.
And inspire. So that's how I understand. Like, you're coming in here to inspire.
And I think that's one of our main responsibilities as humans, as God speaks to us through one another.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, bro.
Because most of the time, you're not going to just hear a voice. You're going to hear it through someone else.
Yep.
You're going to get tested through
Yep.
somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody testing your patience, your faith, strength, your mental, you know, like
Everything.
It's through other people. So I think one of our main responsibilities is to inspire one another. Because again, the way you viewed your truck going down, I felt more affected by it than you in that moment because I was just like, why? Like, you just got the truck.
I just bought the boy.
Like that just blew my mind. But to see the way you handled it, I was like, all right, damn. Like he took that in stride. And I'm like, hey, how your truck doing? Yeah, I got to do a few other things to it. No, you ain't sound down at all.
Yeah.
You like, hey, I'm gonna
it was such a surprise.
I'm gonna get there.
Yeah.
You know, like,
and that too, like where I would have been, like, how is this happening to me? Like, I just bought it. I'm trying to do what I'm supposed to do. Whoa, it's me. You know what I mean? But dog, I really didn't feel that way.
yeah, because you looked at it from an aspect of not in a negative tone of why is this happening. You looked at it from an optimistic tone of why is this happening?
But
what do I need to pay
Also,
attention to?
think about the less amount of stress on your body.
True. When you just release,
We're not thinking about that either. Because that was causing stress. That was causing anxiety. All that, bro. Depression in some senses.
True.
Like, all that was being had. But when you take that out of your mind, all that is gone. So now you thinking more clearly. Now you like, it's a chain thing, dog. That's how I know it's so real. It's a chain thing. And all you got to do is be yourself.
That's the main thing. Be you.
Be yourself.
Be you.
The cleaner you are, the more you're going to get talked to. The more loving you are, the more you're going to get talked to. When you're not writing people off and calling people names and dog, that's when you're going to get talked to. That's when you really going to feel like this life is yours.
Yeah.
And it's fun. And it's supposed to be. But you have to not be worried about
Well, you
what
gotta
somebody
be
else
aware.
thinking.
So, but it's also the component of being aware,
Yeah.
acknowledging that something made you feel a certain way,
That too.
instead of trying to ignore it.
Yes.
'Cause
Yeah. And also understanding what that feeling is.
exactly, you defining what it was,
Yeah.
what you felt. Cool, moving on.
And
Instead of
It's so much better on your soul. It's crazy.
yeah,
It's just like you get hit in the arm or something. You're going to have that bruise. It's going to hurt. I understand. That's what happens to the body. It's a reaction from what happened. But I know it's going to heal. I know I'm going to feel better.
and I remember not to do whatever I did that got me bruised in the first place.
Exactly. And when we start thinking about them things that go on in our life like that we saying beating us down, then we on a whole different path, dog.
Facts.
We on a whole different path. Another hard thing about getting, like, you're going to have to leave a lot of people alone.
No, that's why I said you notice quickly, but your concern shifts more towards your own healing versus
Exactly.
that person not being in your life anymore.
Exactly, because you're really not even thinking about it.
Yes.
For real, like that. And people are like, oh, you just ain't about to be just turning around. No, I'm telling you, like, it may take a little while, but your feelings is going to change. And you're going to be sitting there like, dog, I can't believe I was going through all that.
Well, that's facing trauma head on, man. We were taught to avoid so much and just push through.
Yeah.
Versus, I'm going to keep a note of that and keep it moving versus, like I said, ignoring all those signs. Because I feel like all that stuff is just small tests.
It is. It is. And why we can't live like that? Like, why we can't.
And people are a test.
Oh, all of them.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's going to be a test. And if you think about it like that, and if you roll like that, then your decisions are going to change. That's the thing, too.
Agreed.
When your decisions, like the way that how I am with my kids now, totally different. Because I understand what unconditional love really is and how it really affects a person or a kid. So I was ass beater. Like, I got whoopings all the time.
Same.
Me,
And
all my brothers.
Never got a resolution.
Never got a resolution.
Yeah.
And I seen it, but that's how I thought I had to be. I thought I wasn't a good father unless I was doing that. You spare the rod, you spoil the child. And that's how I lived that. And that's how I go. But dog, as soon as I stopped trying to build my kids up into this way or this way that I wanted them to be, soon as I stopped that, bro, and just let them be them and just give them love, dude, they flourish into these beautiful people.
Man.
A lot more beautiful than I was trying to create. But why am I trying to create? Because I thought that they were an impression on me.
That's what you would
When people see me, yeah, that's me, and that's me, and that's me. Dog, it don't have to be like that.
Bruh, kids spell love Time.
Absolutely, man.
Material things do not matter.
Absolutely.
They want time. They want you to see them.
Man.
That's the difference. Like,
you know-
we were raised with do what I said because I said so. I'm like you. I parent with let my son know you have a voice. I hear you. Certain things I'm gonna make the decision for you because I know more.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I still want him to feel heard. So he comes to me to tell me certain concerns or whatever, something affected him. But I'm not ridiculing him over it, where it's just like, get out my face, do what I told you to do. It's more of, all right, tell me why you think you shouldn't do that.
It's funny that you said that too, because I'm in the hood and I'm looking at all my friends who don't have fathers. And I'm like, man, you know, they'll never learn nothing from their father. You know, they'll never be able to do this and do that.
Yeah.
But then I got to UAD around all these rich white folks, and I'm thinking that they got their daddies, but they don't.
Because their daddy's working.
They never seen their daddies.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at two totally polar opposites, but neither one of them never get to see their daddy.
Yeah. Materials.
So what we doing, dog? Everybody want to be this person. Everybody want to be this person with all this money, doing all this. Dog, never even see their kids,
They
dog.
never have time. Yeah.
Never have time. It's a lot of people who met their kids during COVID. That was the first time they met their kids. First time they met their husbands too,
Agreed.
or wives, because they was forced to spend what? Time.
And guess what? A lot of those people probably split because they actually saw, I don't even like this person.
I don't like this person for real.
Yeah.
Why am I wasting my time?
Yeah.
And also, when you become more conscious, money changes for you.
Yeah. 'Cause you
Money
get it.
changes because you understand the happiness that you can get with time. And people used to say that all the time. Like, when you get that love that money can't buy, things gonna change for you. You like, man, money can buy you whatever love you want. Money can buy you, but no. When you really get that love money can't buy, you understand you will sit that money down for that.
Facts.
But you got to see it first. You got to see the millionaires struggling. You got to.
Facts.
You got to see them. You better watch Desperate Housewives. Watch that.
Yeah.
Watch how it go, bro. And that's understanding what really is at play in life. And that's when things change. You become more conscious. You start understanding what you like, dog. Me and my son, thank God, bro. I was able to cook for them today, to chill. We ate everything, then we went out. We played Strikeout. Do you know how many millionaire dudes I know who ain't never played Strikeout with their son?
Yeah.
Who ain't never probably been to a game, nothing. And all they keep saying is, if you want this life, if you want this life, if you want this life, then this is what I got to do. Well, damn, bro, your son might as well been born in the hood with these crackheads like you than what you doing right now.
Yeah.
But we
That's
put that on the
that's actually
pedestal. though.
worse.
That's actually worse, bro.
Because you're choosing.
You put that on the pedestal, dog.
Yeah, you choosing that over your kids.
So many of my homies who made it out the hood was able to have families and move on. Man, all they do talk to me now like, dog, my kids is some punks.
Yeah.
My kid ain't, because they gave them a life that they thought that they were supposed to give them.
Yeah.
And now they like, oh no, I hate this kid, man. Send them down there with your sons. No, they don't want that smoke. Like, it's not about that, bro.
Facts.
And that's what I like about social media. People say about social media, but you get the opportunity to see that too. That these people who you call great, not so great. Think about if we was just told a little while ago about a billionaire. We thought he was this. We thought he was that.
Thought he was God.
We thought he was God. A billionaire? Dog. Don't nobody like Jeff Bezos. Him and what's his name about to fight, bro? Who billionaires about to fight each other? What's the other billionaire was?
I don't even know who.
I'll look it up. Was it who?
Tesla. We own Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla and
Elon Musk. I mean,
was it
I don't know.
one of them? I don't know. I'll look it up. Who? Somebody texted or something, put it on the screen, but you know what I'm talking about. I think it was Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. I think. But they was about, or no, it was somebody else who was smaller. Whatever. But dog, like they really got to the point where they was about to fight each other. Now, where in $1 billion do you think you about to fight somebody?
Right.
Somebody told you low, $1 billion. Are you ever thinking you're gonna fight?
No. And you think life easy.
And you gonna think it's easy, dog? But that's what people gotta understand, dog. Everybody will have problems.
Yeah.
It's how
You always gonna have some problems.
You always gonna have some, and you always gonna have decisions on
And
what
that's
you
the key.
really
That's
want.
the key thing. Because there's always gonna be some shit.
What do you really want? And that's what I like about being conscious too, because you can't hide that shit, bro. You can't hide it.
No, it won't allow you to.
They won't allow you to.
Yeah.
It's just not there
Just
no more.
like your body used to influence you to do stuff that would negatively impact your life. Now being conscious, your body and your mind won't allow you to
won't.
run away from what you really know.
It won't.
Yeah.
And also too, you learn the power of being still. Never understood it. In my life growing up, dog, like, if you was being still, you was dead. Like there was no room for still. Sleep is the cousin of death.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like you got to be going. And we never understood the fact that when you sit down and you listen, you can get further.
And you can think
And
through
you
something.
and just and accept and listen to what's going on around you.
Yeah.
We don't do that, bro.
No.
We don't do that at all. We don't look at our surroundings. We hardly ever stop. And we don't even have silence no more. You cutting on the radio, you cutting on the phone, you cutting on something. People can't even sit in silence.
Yeah. Yeah. You needed it. People want to be distracted from themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. They think they do.
Well, they don't even think. That's the problem.
Yeah, that too.
They just letting blank options think for them.
Yeah.
You know, surface level options.
Yeah. And see, there you
But
go too.
as you become more aware, you know certain stuff you got to put down.
Yeah.
Certain stuff you know what is it's going to take you down a rabbit hole.
As you approach things too,
Yeah, you got a different.
You got a different
your
viewpoint.
vision is different.
coming in on it, knowing what it is. Mm-hmm. It's like I said, bro. Now I come in and somebody behind the counter and they real bad and they got an attitude and they got this. Like, I'm not gonna get into. I'm gonna look at them like, man,
I feel sorry for you, bro.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I hope that person feel better.
I hope you hear. I hope you hear God's voice.
And then I take my stuff and I want to be a good example to that person, and they can say, "Dang, I was tripping."
Now I'll say this. Once I became more conscious, more aware, I realized that over explaining myself to people
Oh my God.
was the equivalent of begging.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where it's like,
You
if
begging
you
to
don't
be
want to hear what I
understood.
gotta say, I don't give a
You're-
fuck. Then
you're-
like, I tried.
You're begging to be understood.
You begging to be understood and validated in some way, and it's like as I got more and more like aware of just energy itself in my mind, I'm like, hey, I attempted to explain myself to that person on that situation that they're mad at, but if they don't want to hear it, fuck them.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is what it is.
yeah.
But bro, I used to I couldn't stand when people used to ask me questions, just because my mind went straight to what do they want to hear or what do I think they want to hear. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't, like bro, literally, I had a problem.
Damn, they're people pleasing.
I
Yeah.
couldn't stand questions to the point where one time, I ain't gonna lie, dog, I jumped through the window on a nigga at Wendy's. He kept asking me questions, dog. Like that's how, you know what I mean? Like he
Yeah.
kept asking me questions. What is this? What are you gonna do this? Then he said something about the car I was driving. Bro, I couldn't take it. I lost it, dog,
Yeah.
and grabbed him and like went through the window. Like that's how my mind was working, dog.
It was overwhelmed because you hadn't processed certain stuff.
At all.
It built up.
And I was
snowballed.
carrying
And
everything.
you crashed. Yeah.
I was carrying it all. I was never letting it go.
Dog, people don't realize you let too much stuff build up, it's gonna crush you.
Listen, all the time.
Yeah.
You don't even gotta even let it build up, and that's what I love now. You don't even let it even gotta be there.
Oh, I don't let it. I
No,
just I acknowledge it.
like,
I'm
not
like,
a-
all right.
It's just a lift. It's just a lift, bro. And I can't say it enough. Your whole life will change instantly because your decision making is changing.
Well, it's-
Not only your decision making, how you think about what happens to you also changes.
But I mean, like you said originally with the question, as far as relationships, the more aware you become, just even about yourself and your decisions, your relationships, the ones that matter, are going to grow and become more fruitful. The ones that are like fast food and junk food that aren't good for you, it's going to naturally fall out. You don't even have to verbalize, hey, we're not cool anymore. The energy is going to control that. Faith is going to control that. God's going to control that, you know. And
Yeah.
once I realized and accepted that, because I had to keep it a buck with myself. I had to look in the mirror and say, yeah, you don't really exercise true faith like you speak on it. Like I spoke about it a certain way, but like my actions alone, I'm like, if I had an issue, I'm already at the drawing board thinking of solutions by myself.
Exactly.
But I would naturally be like, all right, God, I'm going to turn it over to you. And I would give God about a week. And then I'd go back to doing what I wanted to do. And it would get worse. The
All the time.
situation would get worse. And I'm like, I never exercised faith. I never stepped aside and literally handed it over. And now that I'm living that way, you're right. I don't worry about it.
You don't, dog.
Very minimal worry. And if I do catch myself worrying, I know how to get out of that way of thinking.
And the way the worrying affected your body, the stress that I was having
Yeah.
in the back, like all that, dog.
Yeah.
What was going on with me? All that is different. I can tell by how my skin is. I can tell all that, bro. It's different. It's
Even the
different,
way-
man.
Even the way you wake up and approach the world.
Say that right. So I woke up, meditated. One thing Spirit told me in meditation, you're going to know your true friends, but you won't know them after you tell them no. Tell them no.
Yeah.
See what happened. That's when you're going to learn who your true friends is
Yeah.
and who not.
Facts.
How they take it, what they say. And that lets you know I was choosing the wrong people because all I did was say yes. Yes. So now I'm attracting these people,
Takers.
takers.
That's all I
But people,
that's right.
why am I always attracting these takers? I'm a giver. When am I going to find a giver? You doing the wrong shit, dog.
Facts. And not assessing people with their true
Nothing.
character.
Nothing, bro. Or just not saying, dog, do I really want to do that?
Well, the thing is, I feel the same way and I operated the same way because I would be sitting here strategizing on how to figure out solutions for other people's issues.
Exactly.
And then I come back home solo and got to deal with all my shit. alone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how it was with me too, dog. People calling me talking about some help my problems. Man, I'm stupid, bro. I got all this going on, this, and I'm talking to people on the phone for hours.
Listening
Listen, right.
and strategize, talking them off the ledge for something that you look at as like,
I'm on the ledge.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all you dealing with.
And that's how I
Yeah.
be. That's how I be. But it's great to understand it. It's great to see it.
Hell yeah.
So that's one thing. Like if you conscious too, you gon', that's one of the big things. Is your relationships will definitely change. That's for damn sure. Oh, okay. So what does unconscious look like?
Niggas sleep.
Niggas asleep.
Literally mentally sleep.
It's crazy. My homie Ron Rice. Shout out to Ron Rice, bro. He was played with the Lions. He used to come grab me as a kid just to get me out the hood, man, so I can see something different. Mm-hmm. He was like a big brother to me, and without him, I wouldn't have been able to see the things that I saw. Mm-hmm. But I remember one time he came and got me, and we rolling through the hood. He like, look, what do you see? Everybody chilling on the block, and everybody got on white tees. Everybody got on white tees. Everybody got on white tees. He said, you see everybody in the white t-shirts? He said, y'all niggas in uniform. Y'all might as well be in prison. All y'all is the same nigga. That's why they say one less nigga. Because all y'all doing the same things.
Yeah.
Trapped in the same places. We just didn't know. Hand in my white tee. Bang in my white nigga. We just didn't know. Mm-hmm. But in reality, dog, we are mentally putting ourselves in prison.
Well, it's easier to be a follower too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's easier to be a follower.
But see, I think it's harder to be a follower.
You think so?
But people just don't know. Like, I think people really...
Yeah, I guess you mean like because you're not being yourself authentically.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I think it would just fall in, like, if they were strong enough to actually do that.
Yeah.
But I really do think that people are working hard as hell
To be accepted.
to be accepted by another mother.
True. That's true. I see it all the time. That's true.
And they killing themselves, bro. Killing themselves for something that they don't even give what they don't really care about. They just care about how the person feel about it. How the person feel about it. If they can make that person happy
to be
or
accepted.
right. If they can feel as if that person knows them or talks to them or does anything. It's people right now, dog, who I see post all the time. Such and
For
such.
other people.
Such and such like my comment.
Seeking approval.
Seeking approval. Like, if this person liked my comment, you should like my comment. I guess. Like, I don't know. Like, what are you saying? That's beautiful that people like your comment, but you got to show that certain people like your shit.
Yeah. What, did you post it for somebody else to like it? Or
Right.
did you post it because you wanted to?
And validation. Validation. Stepping into things also, not having no thoughts about what they supposed to be. That's conscious.
That's why I hate social media, man.
Right. Oh, yeah.
It's a comparison game
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah. But understanding that there's no comparison. It can't be. Everybody has to be different. How can it be a comparison?
You see
What he say?
He talking about the Stoney movie poster for Way of the World.
Oh, yeah.
With me laying back.
We're laying back. That's what I said.
A lot of people
man.
who ain't in shape probably got mad at that, including you, Mouse.
I said, man, I'm trying to post nobody with no shirt on.
I know, dog.
It was a good movie cover, though.
You like a praying mantis. A praying mantis?
It looked like an album cover, like he about to
I
start
know.
song. That's what it looked like.
Prince. He was trying to be like Prince.
Hey, God knew not to give me no voice because you see I'm not
Hey,
paying attention to this
listen,
nigga talking about.
listen,
If I could sing,
bro.
I wouldn't have. Every shirt I own would be open.
Listen, if I can
And
sing,
I would start singing everywhere.
I would, dog.
On this show right now, nigga.
Lord knew. He knew.
Chest up.
He
out.
knew. He knew, dog. I would be clowning, dog.
If I could sing, nigga, I'd
Dope.
have a motherfucking
I
ponytail.
would be clowning. I would be singing everywhere. I would be on some Casey and JoJo shit, bro. Oh yeah, like everywhere. Oh yeah, getting high as hell. Already know.
Oh, you got to factor that in.
Already know. Women all the like. Come on, bro. Come on.
I would be, nigga.
That's why God understand. Hey man, he was like, you just gonna be an actor, man. We just cause
Oh no,
We can't have you in
If I
concert.
could sing, yeah, that it would be a rap, bro.
it'd have been the end of me, dog.
That's why I rock with Bobby Brown because I'm like, the nigga lived to the fullest. For one.
But also too, but listen,
No, he didn't care what nobody thought.
He didn't care nobody when somebody threw him in the back of that trunk and he begged Whitney Houston to save his life.
it's his prerogative.
That's
Right, exactly.
I mean, that's just what happened, you know. But he still did he change after that? No,
One
he
thing too, though, that's fun, and how we see the world and not understanding it is we always thought that Bobby Brown was the one who got Whitney Houston hooked. Whitney Houston was like,
didn't. Exactly.
we didn't even let Bobby know all the drugs we was using.
Yeah.
He was a baby to this. He couldn't hang with us. He couldn't hang with us, bro. That's what Whitney Houston was saying. That's why Bobby was like, I didn't even know she was doing it. And everybody like, oh, how you not gonna know? No, Whitney said it. We kept it away from him because he couldn't handle it. He couldn't come to the table with us. We was tearing it down. They were spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on dope every day. Or whenever.
Well, he changed himself to be around her more than
And he changed himself to be around. But the whole world
thought it was Bobby.
thought it was him.
Yeah, because he was the most out with it.
He had to take on that
Well,
and still be a husband.
and I say that to say, he was the one that lived the most out loud to me, because he really didn't care about opinions, all of that. It was just, that's me. I'm wild, you know. But the other people that were doing it to a higher more excessive than he was, they kept it under wraps.
And you also, you see, he wasn't that wild.
At
You
the
know what I
end-
mean?
now
Like,
you see
yeah,
that.
he wasn't really that wild. I mean, we thought he was really, but really he wasn't even wild enough to be with his wife. His wife was
Man,
having-
he was only wild when it came to women. That's what
Yeah.
people forget of that. Over pussy. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, he was wild, but he was more subtle than a lot of them cats, bro.
yeah, I mean,
That's what I said. But the focus was on him, so
Yeah.
you saw more of what he was doing.
media too.
When he was solo, yeah.
Media too. You know, media gonna turn him into a bad boy. And once the media turn you into a bad boy, nigga, you do everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, ain't just no one bad boy who just do something. Like, you do everything as a bad boy. You might as well. You might as well do coke, heroin, crack, all that. Just go ahead. If you're bad, then they label you that. Then that's what you is. Right? You might
0
as well
or
beat up a
100.
couple girls. You right? You might as well have a couple bad relationships. You know what I mean?
0 100. That's my personality naturally.
Yeah.
Either I'm not gonna do it or I'm gonna do it to the max.
To the max.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. Like, that's how it's supposed to be. Like, whatever you doing, like, you gotta just do it to the max and watch how it unfolds. Watch what you learn. Watch what's going on. Not like, no, oh, I hope this do this. I hope this do. If this don't do this, then it ain't supposed to be like, if this don't do this. I had that with my acting career. How I ain't made it yet. How I ain't did this. How I ain't about me. It was about them.
But and on top of that, your journey is meant for what you gonna get into the
Exactly.
acting game. So it's like
Exactly.
it's taking longer because you're gonna have more to give.
My higher self, my team already know. Convince other ones not to work.
I see that happening right now.
Just because
niggas do talk.
I needed to understand that the things that I need to do are going to come from productions that I have.
I knew it.
Like, I'm not dipping over into other, you know what I mean? Like, I know what's coming from me is coming
it's
from me.
meant for your journey. That's it's the main component to experience in itself is it was meant for you, not
Exactly.
other people. For Dez,
Exactly.
for Emery, you know what I mean? Like, and that's I see certain things happen where I'm like, that's why I be proud when I say
End on that too, bro.
let the work speak.
Yeah.
What does my work say? I don't care what you heard about me. What does my work show? You know what I mean? Like, and it's if more people worried about the business that actually paid them, the world will be a completely different place, man.
Completely different.
Yeah.
Completely different, man. And that's a huge blessing, man. We hope everybody got something out of the day, man. We gonna ask as many questions as we can. If you still, please keep sending in your questions, and we'll keep answering them. And also too, when you send your questions, you can put your name too, so we know that you would like.
And shout you out.
Yeah. Because if you just send it to us, we not gonna say your name unless you ask it. So we don't want to, put your business out there about your questions or whatever. But as I end every week, all that is a giant puzzle. And you are a authentic puzzle piece. You can't fit into any other slot but your own. You have to be yourself. All that is cannot be all that is without you. I love y'all. See y'all next week.
Facts.
Check. 1, 2 for the mind state. That's Cortez and Emery Law. Welcome to the show. Y'all tuned in now. Hit record, time to make it real. This that one show, mentally ill. We don't hide, we just chill. We say the kind of things that you feel. Raw talk from the couch to the curb. Every dark thought from the city to the burbs. From panics on Belle Isle, we even picking up calls. We unpack it all, no mask, no filter at all. Dare say, how you been? Low say, man, where I begin. From meds on the sink to nights you overthink. We drag it to the light, let it blink.
This is mentally ill. Say it out loud till it pop like the steel. We ain't running from the pain, we real. Every scar that you hide, we reveal. This is mentally ill. Talk that truth, let the shame stand still. If your mind feel heavy, just chill. Press play, pull up a chair, we heal.
We talk therapy, thirst traps, breakups, rent. Family that judge how your time gets spent. Label crazy since you was a teen. Now you finally learn what that label mean. We laugh hard, then we low-key cry. Dead air when you search for a why. Trigger in a smell, story that you tell about that one night that still feel like hell. The same night the dads went to jail. Every hard truth we credit, we said it. From locked doors to lady or trips, to shaking in your skin when the mood just flips.
This is mentally ill. Say it out loud till it pop like the steel. We ain't running from the pain, we real. Every scar that you hide, we reveal. This is mentally ill. Talk that truth, let the shame stand still. If your mind feel heavy, just chill. Press play, pull up a chair, we heal.
If you ever felt strange in a quiet room, felt your thoughts bloom into certain doom, let the stories in your headphones prove you ain't the only one stuck in that groove.
This is mentally ill. Say it out loud